Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Let's learn electronics in 5 minutes. So today I'm going to tell you about the difference between your Risc and the Cisc processors. So first of all, what does Risc stand for? It stands for Reduced Instruction Set Computer, right? And Cisc stands for Complex Instruction Set Computer. Now as the name only indicates, basically your Risc will contain simpler instructions, whereas your Cisc will have large number of instructions which will be there. So that is the first point of difference between your Risc and the Cisc processors. Okay, that is, it contains simple instructions, whereas in case of Cisc, the instructions will be complex as well as large in number. The next point of difference is that the Risc chips require lesser hardware implementation, right? Why? Because obviously the number of instructions are less. So the hardware implementation required is also less. Now in this case of complex instruction set computer, larger instruction set helps the assembly language programmers by providing the flexibility to write effective and short programs. So here we are having larger instruction set. So obviously the programmers, they can provide, produce flexibility, and they can write very effective and short programs. So you have more number of instructions, right? So you can use it anyway. That is the thing. So basically Risc processors, they are simpler in design, we can say, that is there. Then lesser cost of production will be there because they're simpler in design, so obviously the cost is going to be less. And then it is easier to write the optimized compilers in this case because it is simpler in design and the less cost of production is there. So it is having easier to write the optimized compilers in this particular case. And example of a Risc microcontroller is the popular your PIC family of microcontrollers. So basically your PIC family falls under the Risc processors. On the other hand, we can say in the Cisc processors that we have, the objective is to write a program in as few lines of assembly language code as possible. So here mainly the motto is that how can you make the code compact, right? How in a few number of lines you can write down the program. So it is possible by developing the processor hardware that can understand and execute a number of instructions. So how you can do that is that you can actually develop a processor hardware which will be able to understand and execute a number of instructions simultaneously. For example, mul instruction is a complex instruction, multiply, for which only operands are to be specified in the instruction, right? And operation of multiplication is done by the hardware, right? So you're only going to specify mul, right? And the operands are to be specified, and then the operation of multiplication is done through the hardware itself. Hardware implementation in this case is faster, right? But also saves your program memory space which is there.